Call to order our joint meeting of the City Council, successor agency to the Redevelopment Agency, Public Finance Authority, the Public Utility Authority, Housing Authority, Paris Joint Powers Authority, and the Paris Community Economic Development Corporation of the City of Paris. This Tuesday, July 30th, 2024, at 6:30 PM. Madam Clerk, can we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Nava,
Present.
Councilmember Corona,
Present.
Councilmember Rab,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Rogers,
Here?
Mayor Vargas.
Here, thank you. Item 3 is our invocation, which will be led by Evangelist Sequita Porter from the Israel Church of God in Christ. Are you here with us? Come on up to the podium, please. You can all please stand and remain standing for our next item, number 4, which is our Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by Councilwoman Nava.
Every head bowed and every eyes closed. Our gracious Father, we thank you. Before we ask anything, we want to say thank you for everything. Thank you for allowing us to come together again one more time in this meeting in the name of Jesus. God, I'm asking you to look on the leaders of this city. Give them what to say. Show them how to lead your people in the name of Jesus. God, you said in your word that if my people, which are called by my name, would humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then you will hear from heaven and you will heal the land. God, we asking you to heal America right now in the name of Jesus. God, we need your help today. We can't make it without you. We're nothing without you. And I'm asking you, God, to be with us. I'm asking you to heal. I'm asking you to comfort. I'm asking you to cover in the name of Jesus. And I give your name the praise, and I give you the glory, and I give you the honor, for it all belongs to you. In Jesus' name I pray. Thank you, Lord. And everyone says,
Amen.
amen.
Thank you. Please join me in saluting our nation's flag. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Evangelist Porter. Item 5 is a report on closed session items. Mr. Koo.
Thank you, Mayor. City Council met in closed session on the items as listed on the agenda. No reportable action was taken.
Thank you. Item 6 is presentations and announcements. 6A is a presentation of certificates to the recipients of the Mayor's Art Contest. This is going to be introduced by our Director of Community Services, Sabrina Chavez.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council. I would like to present the Mayor's Art Contest and recognize the winning artworks before you. The Mayor's Art Contest was promoted citywide and open to Paris middle school and high school students. Now presenting the 3 top winners. First place goes to artist Kai Cargbo, 6th grade student from Valverde Elementary School, artwork featuring the Paris Theater located in downtown Paris. Second place goes to artist Brianna Rodriguez, 11th grade student from Orange Vista High School, featuring Lake Paris. Third place goes to artist Xian Godoy, 6th grade student from Valverde Elementary School, whose artwork features the Bank of Paris. We are looking forward to this as an annual Mayor's Art Contest, as this contest showcases the artistic talents of students, inspires students to develop their creative skills and self-expression, while also encouraging them to pursue their passion in the arts. These winning artworks will be framed and displayed at City Hall. I would now like to turn it over to Mayor Vargas and City Council for the presentation of certificates and gift prizes.
Excellent, thank you so much. I can tell you council was tough, had quite a few renderings to choose from, but I think we came across the top three. But if we can all step down, please. All righty, thank you so much. Where's all our winners? Right up in front? Where's my camera? Okay, so I'm going to read off one certificate, and they'll basically be the same for everybody, just different names. Our first one is going to be going to Kai Carbo, is that right? Carbo. May it be known that the mayor and the city council hereby recognize Kai Carbo for your participation in the City of Paris Mayor's Art Contest. The City of Paris commends you on your passion for the arts and contributing your artistic expression to the Paris community. We wish you much success in the years to come. So come on up, Kai. This was first place? First place. Okay, Kai, we'll take a picture. We'll do a group photo at the end. Okay, Kai, hold on. In addition to your certificate, I'm going to give you a key to the city. So you can come in and visit your artwork anytime you want. There you go. All right, second place, Brianna Rodriguez. Shay Godoy, come on up. This is third place.
At a small angle. Just want to be able to see you on the camera, okay, guys? Awesome, thank you. Right, sixth grade. Awesome, everybody look this way. Yes, sir. Perfect, here we go, guys. Big smiles, ready, 1, 2. Perfect, stay right there for me, thank you.
Parents, feel free to come on up. Yeah, but that's, the parents still want to, can you guys step back? All right, whichever parents want to come in now, we'll do our whole city camera. Stand behind your child. I don't know, is your child in here too?
He's standing up real straight right now.
everybody's face. There you go, Dad. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2. Cheese. Perfect. Cheese. Awesome. Thank you. I got it.
Explorers, you guys want to hang on?
So we'll put you back on this side while we do the explorers, and then we'll do the photo after.
Show, where's my, show face my thought. Got it.
So we'll do the explorers, and then this is the RCS.
Okay. Okay, our next item is 6B, presentation to the Paris Station Explorer Post 522 on their accomplishments at XCon 2024. So I'm thrilled to share to Paris that the Paris Station Explorer Post 522 once again made history in Law Enforcement Explorer Conference 2024 XCon competition in Las Vegas, Nevada. Competing against agencies nationwide, our explorers demonstrated exceptional skill, dedication, and teamwork. Our explorers competed in 8 challenging scenarios: suspicious situation, active assailant, exigent entry, unknown trouble, crime scene investigation, vehicle ambush, burglary in progress, and officer down. Out of these scenarios, they placed in 5 and remarkably brought home the overall first place trophy. This historic win marks the first time Riverside County Sheriff's Department Paris Station has secured first place overall out of 38 competing agencies. We are incredibly proud to say that our Paris Station Explorers are now ranked number 1, not in the city, not in the state, but in the nation. The Paris Explorer program aims to help young men and women become productive citizens with strong morals and values. The positive impact of having law enforcement officers as mentors is evident in the growth and the development of our youth. Through their participation in the program, our explorers gain invaluable life skills such as independence, responsibility, and integrity. Their dedication is commendable as they continually volunteer their time to the program, showcasing their commitment and passion for law enforcement. As we celebrate this special moment, we'd also like to thank the Paris Station Explorer Advisors who provide mentorship by helping our explorers become the next generation of leaders in our community. Please join me in applauding the outstanding accomplishment of Paris Station Explorers and their advisors, Deputy Pedro Vera, Deputy Frieder Rodriguez, and CSO2 Stephanie Perez. Their hard work, dedication, and success are a testament of the power of mentorship, community support, and the unwavering spirit of our youth. Thank you. And now we'll present their certificates. So the explorers will receive a certificate that reads Certificate of Recognition, their name, Explorer Post 522, may be known that the mayor and the city council hereby recognize and congratulate the person's name. In this case, it's going to be Nathan Williamson of the Riverside County Sheriff's Paris Station Explorer Post 522 for winning first place at the 2024 XCon competition in Las Vegas, Nevada. Thank you for doing an excellent job in representing the city of Paris. We wish you much success in your future endeavors. Come on up, Nathan.
That's right.
All right, guys, here we go. Ready, 1, 2. Ready, 1, 2. Perfect. Thank you.
So in addition to that, you're also going to get a key to the city. Not a get out of jail card.
Come over this way, bud.
Dominic Sandoval.
Gorgeous. Here we go. Ready, 1, 2. Nice. There we go. Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Ronaldo Perez. Elizabeth Cackert. Captain Cackert.
All right.
Madam Mom, you can come on up front. I'm sorry, parents, feel free to come up and take pictures. Just bump my staff member out of the way.
Thank you.
$5 a shot, though. These are the leaders? Stephanie, Stephanie's not here, but that's it for your, oh, here's one right here. What's your name, son? Marquez.
How about Marquez? I don't have one.
Okay, Marcus, someone left you out, but we're going to take a picture with one of these certificates. Just don't focus on the name. Come on up, Marcus. What's your last name? Marquez Granados. Corporal Granados. All right, now for our leaders, Deputy Pedro Vera.
Perfect. All right, guys, here we go. Ready, 1, 2. Perfect. Thank you.
Deputy Frieder Rodriguez. And Stephanie Perez, she is our Community Service Officer number 2.
Perfect. Here we go. Ready, 1, 2. Very nice. Thank you. We'll try. Just stay there.
File around. Stand behind. Gentlemen, you can both be one on each side.
Okay, after she's done, folks, parents, I want you to come
Awesome. All right, guys, everybody look this way. All smiles. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2. Stay right there. Don't move too much. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you. I got it.
Parents want to come in and do one with us? Parents want to come in and group family photo.
Yeah, there we go. Awesome. All right, guys. Everybody looking? Here we go. Ready? 1, 2. Perfect. Keep smiling. Keep smiling. Don't move too much. Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, Stephanie. He'll tell you in a minute. Very good. Council, anybody have any comments on either of the presentations? I think our kids left already, huh? Yeah, we should have done them when we were down there. Anybody on the Explorers? Well, for all the Explorers, we want to congratulate you guys again on a job well done. You're representing the city of Paris, representing the Sheriff's Department, and also to our advisors. You know, I know it's a lot of time away from your home life to be there with these kids, but just as we explained earlier in the notes, you know, you are an exemplary mentor to these kids, and we appreciate kids. Some of them are 18 and 20 years old, so. Captain Lamb, under your leadership, we thank you as well for having a great team. Okay, and the baby said that too. Item 6, presentation of the City of Paris Adopt a Street program. This will be introduced by the Public Works, Director of Public Works, Brian Hill.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Mayor, Council. Lisette Hernandez, our Public Works Manager, will be presenting this item, but just to give you a little background on the Adopt a Street has been discussed in the Beautification Committee. And so this program is set to have like businesses, nonprofit organizations, or residents to pick a segment of street throughout the city to help beautify our community. So let's Seth go ahead and give us some more details.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council, City staff. We put together a little video with information on the introduction of the Adopt a Street program that's going to be ran through the Beautification Committee and the Public Works Department. So we'll show the video, and if you guys have any questions at the end, I'm happy to answer.
The city's Beautification Committee has launched an Adopt a Street program. The objective is to enhance the aesthetics of the city's right-of-way, and the City of Paris encourages the community to assist with the beautification and maintenance of our streets by providing general assistance with litter pickup, weed abatement, and general maintenance in the right-of-way. The Adopt a Street program maximizes our community's resources with the focus on this litter abatement. For a full list of instructions, FAQs, and guidelines, or to submit an application for how you can adopt a street, please visit our webpage at cityofparis.org/adoptastreet, or you can email us at adoptastreet@cityofparis.org.
Any questions?
Councilman Corona?
Yeah, just a quick question. Because I'm kind of envisioning a couple streets, but like I'm not trying to do a whole 2-mile stretch here. But how long of the streets are we looking at? Like neighborhood streets or?
We're focusing on neighborhood streets because, of course, we want it to be safe for those that are volunteering. We've actually had 2 businesses reach out to us asking for more information. One completed an application, and they didn't identify a street that they would like to work on, but we're going to give them a call, being that we just received their application, and kind of go over that with them.
Okay, now could it be a few neighbors that want to join and do it, or like?
Absolutely. So it could be a nonprofit, it could be a family, a business, anybody who wants to participate, and it's cleanups in the right of way.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you so much.
Did you bring one of the signs?
I didn't bring the sign up, sorry.
Anybody else have a question or comment? All right, well, very good. I'm preaching already about this too. There's a couple of meetings I've already had with some business owners, so I'm hoping this is going to be a great program. Thank you very much. All right, moving on, item 7 is our Youth Advisory Committee communications. This report will be given by Kimberly Tai, our president of the Youth Advisory Committee.
Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council, and City staff, good evening. My name is Kimberly Tai, and it is a pleasure for me to hold the position of President for the YAC Class of 2024-2025. I will provide you with an update on the most recent and forthcoming YAC events. To start, YAC will host our next open mic night this Friday, August 2nd, 2024, at the Community Garden. Our event will be from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. We like to encourage all students to come and showcase their talents. Next, YAC will have our first meeting on Tuesday, August 6th, 2024, from 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. We want to encourage all youth to join us in our first meeting for 2024-2025, as we are eager to serve and bring awareness to our community. After that, YAC will assist staff with the Statler Youth Center end of the summer event on Thursday, August 8th, 2024, from 3:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. We want to invite all the youth to this event. Food will be provided while it lasts. Also, YAC will participate in the upcoming movies at the park on Friday, August 9th, 2024, at Paragon Park. We will assist staff with the popcorn booth and on-site duties. Community service hours are available for students to attend and assist in the event. Finally, YAC wants to remind everyone to stay safe and follow us on our social media at Paris YAC for more updates and upcoming events. Thank you.
Thank you, Ty. Very good comments. All right, moving on. Item 8 is our public comment. This is the time when any member of the public may bring any matter to the attention of the mayor and the city council that is within our jurisdiction of the city, and we'll allow 3 minutes a person. Madam Clerk, do we have any requests to speak?
Yes, sir. Steve Quintero?
Good afternoon. It's great to see everyone with a big smile. There we go. Honorable Mayor Vargas, distinguished council members, city managers, staff, and guests. My name is Steve Quintero, and on behalf of the Association of Small Businesses here in the city of Paris, I would like to genuinely thank you for your collaboration with our association and all the dedicated work that you continue to do to support our business community here in the city of Paris and surrounding communities. Your contribution is invaluable and very much needed. The successes that we are seeing are a testament to your stellar leadership and efforts. It is therefore my pleasure to formally invite you to our annual business gala that will be held on Friday, October the 25th at 6 p.m. at the Moreno Valley Conference and Recreation Center. Our guest speaker this year will be Paul Chavez from the Cesar Chavez Foundation. Your table is already reserved for you, and we look forward to your participation. This event is also open to the general public. For more information, you may visit hasb.org. And the city of Paris is truly a great place to live, work, and play. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alti Holcomb.
Well, good evening, Mayor, council member, and staff. I just want to introduce myself. My name is Alti Holcomb, and I'm the new Government Affairs Officer for the March Joint Powers Authority. Now, considering that Mayor Vargas and Councilmember Rogers are both Joint Powers Commissioners, I know you will not have any trouble in reaching the JPA. Nevertheless, I'm here as an additional resource. Thank you.
Thank you, Elsie.
That is all.
Thank you. Okay, item 9 is approval of minutes. 9A is consideration to approve the minutes of the regular joint meeting held on June 11, 2024, of the City Council, successor agency, the redevelopment agencies, and all the other agencies as listed on our agenda. If there are no comments or questions, I'll call for a motion. I have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Rogers, second by Councilman Rab. Please call the vote. We're not getting the screen. It's going around. Now the motion and the second's been removed.
It's not switching to the next screen.
You want
Guess
to
we have to
do a roll call?
old-fashioned way.
Huh?
Councilmember Nava.
Yes.
Councilmember Corona.
Yes.
Councilmember Rab.
Yes.
Councilmember Pro Tem Rogers.
Yes.
Mayor Vargas.
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. Item 10 is a consent calendar. Consent calendar items are normally enacted in one motion. The mayor or city council may remove a consent calendar item for a separate action. We will have public comment and limit it to 3 minutes. Madam Clerk, do you have any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Okay. Council, do you have any comments or questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion for approval.
Let's try it again.
I have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Rogers, second by Councilman Rab. See if we can get the vote up. Nope, switch back, do a roll call.
Councilmember Nava.
Yes.
Councilmember Corona.
Yes.
Councilmember Rab.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Rogers.
Yes.
Mayor Vargas.
Yes,
5-0, motion approved.
thank you. Item 11 is our public hearings. 11A is consideration to adopt proposed resolution number next in order approving the annual engineers report for maintenance district number 84-1, MD 84-1 for fiscal year 2024-2025. This will be introduced by our city engineer, John Porcozimi.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Mayor and Council. We have Daniel Louis with Wilden presenting this item before you. And actually, there's going to be quite a few of these items. I apologize.
That's okay. Thank you for being here, Daniel.
You're welcome.
He does a pretty good job of going through them quick, so.
I apologize as well. We have quite a few items on the agenda today for public hearings. Item A is the public hearing to adopt a resolution to authorize the collection of special taxes for Maintenance District 84-1 for the fiscal year 24-25. So we will conduct a public hearing today, and if there are no majority protests, we can adopt the resolution and move forward. If there are any questions, I'm here to answer them.
Thank you, Daniel. Council, may I have any questions, comments? Okay, I'm going to open up the public hearing at 7:05. Madam Clerk, do we have any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Anybody wishing to speak on this item? Okay, we'll close the public comment, or public hearing, excuse me, at 7:05. And I'll call for a motion on the resolution. I have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Rogers, second by Councilwoman Nava. Go ahead and try it again. No, it's not working. We'll just have to do a roll call for the rest of the night. I do roll call vote, please.
Okay. Councilmember Nava?
Yes.
Councilmember Corona?
Yes.
Councilmember Rab?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Rogers?
Yes.
Mayor Vargas?
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. 11B is consideration to adopt proposed resolution number next in order, excuse me, approving the annual engineer's report for Landscape Maintenance District Number 1, LMD 1, for fiscal year 24-25. And this will be introduced again by Daniel Louie.
Yes, like item A, this one is for authorizing annual levies for the Landscape Maintenance District. There are 154 zones. The authorized charges are below the maximum rates, or at the maximum rates that were previously authorized by the property owners. So this is a public hearing for this, and if there are no majority protests, we may go ahead and go approve the resolution to authorize the levy on the county tax roll.
Thank you. Council, may I have any quick questions or comments? Okay, I'm going to open up the public hearing. 7:07. Madam Clerk, do you have any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Anybody wishing to speak on this item? Hearing and seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. 7:07, and I'll call for a motion on the resolution. I have a motion by Councilman Rab, second by Mayor Pro Tem Rogers. Please call a vote.
Councilmember Nava?
Yes.
Councilmember Corona?
Yes.
Councilmember Rab?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Rogers?
Yes.
Mayor Vargas?
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. 11C is consideration to adopt proposed resolution number next in order approving the annual engineer's report for Flood Control Maintenance District Number 1, FCMD 1, for the fiscal year 2024-2025. And this is going to be by Daniel Louie again.
Yes, this is the third district that we have for maintenance. This is the Flood Control Maintenance District, and this is the public hearing for that to authorize the collection of taxes on the county tax roll.
Thank you. Council, does anybody have any questions or comments on this one? Okay, seeing none, we're going to open up the public hearing at 7:08. Madam Clerk, do you have any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Anybody wishing to speak at this time on this item? Okay, hearing none, seeing none, we'll close the public hearing at 7:08. I'll call for a motion on the resolution. I have a motion by Councilman Rab, second by Mayor Pro Tem Rogers. Please call the vote.
Councilmember Nava?
Yes.
Councilmember Corona?
Yes.
Councilmember Rab?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Rogers?
Yes.
Mayor Vargas?
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. 11D is consideration to adopt proposed resolution numbers next in order regarding annexation of DPR 18-00001 and 18-00007 and 21-00007 industrial buildings to the Landscape Maintenance District Number 1, LMD 1, and Flood Control Maintenance District Number 1, FCMD 1. The DPR 18-0001 is located at the northeast corner of Paris Boulevard and Commerce Drive. This is going to be introduced by our city engineer, John Borkazemi.
Thank you, Mayor. Daniel will present this item before you as well.
Very good, thank you.
Thank you. This item is the annexation for this property into the landscape and flood control districts. This is the public hearing, and if there are no majority protests, we may conduct an election tonight. There is one ballot per district and one property owner for this. If there are any questions, I'm here to answer them.
Thank you, Daniel. Council, do you have any quick questions or comments? Okay, we're going to open up the public hearing at 7:10. Madam Clerk, do you have any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Anybody wishing to speak on this item? Hearing or seeing none, we'll close the public hearing at 7:10. And Madam Clerk, can you open up the 2 ballots, please?
City of Paris annexation of DPR 18-00001, DPR 18-00007, and DPR 21-00007 to benefit Zone 183 Landscape Maintenance District Number 1. The ballot is marked yes. City of Paris annexation of DPR 18-00001, DPR 18-00007, and DPR 21-00007 to benefit Zone 148 Flood Control Maintenance District Number 1. The ballot is marked yes.
Thank you. Okay, at this time, I'll call for a motion on the 2 resolutions. I have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Rogers, second by Councilwoman Nava. Please call a vote.
Councilmember Nava?
Yes.
Councilmember Corona?
Yes.
Councilmember Rab?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Rogers?
Yes.
Mayor Vargas?
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. 11E is consideration to adopt proposed resolution number next in order regarding annexation of PM 37437, an industrial building to the city's maintenance district. PM 37437 is located at the northeast corner of Ryder Street and Redlands Avenue. This is going to be introduced by Daniel Louie.
Thank you. This is the Rider 2 project at PM 37437. It's the public hearing tonight, and if there's no protest, we may conduct the election tonight to annex the property into the 3 maintenance districts for the city.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, do you have any requests to speak on this item?
No, sir.
Anybody wishing to speak on this item? Hearing or seeing none. I'm going to open up the public hearing. I did that backwards, didn't I? I'm going to open up the public hearing at 7:13. Okay, just to reiterate, Madam Clerk, do we have any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Okay, and no one at this time wishes to speak in the audience? All right, we'll close the public hearing at 7:13. And Madam Clerk, can you please open up the 3 ballots?
City of Paris annexation of PM 37437, Maintenance District Number 84-1. The ballot is marked yes. City of Paris annexation of PM 37437 to benefit Zone 184 Landscape Maintenance District Number 1. The ballot is marked yes. City of Paris annexation of PM 37437 to benefit Zone 149 Flood Control Maintenance District Number 1. The ballot is marked yes.
Thank you. Okay, at this time, I'm looking for a motion on the 3 resolutions. A motion by Councilwoman Nava, second by Councilman Rab. Please call the vote.
Councilmember Nava?
Yes.
Councilmember Corona?
Yes.
Councilmember Rab?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Rogers?
Yes.
Mayor Vargas?
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. 11F is consideration to adopt proposed resolution number next in order regarding annexation of a portion of West 10th Street to Maintenance District Number 84-1, lighting. This project is located on West 10th Street between B Street and Front Street. This will be introduced by Daniel Daniel Louis.
Yes, this item is for the annexation list project, just to the maintenance district number 84-1. It is a public hearing. If there are no majority protests, we may open the ballot and approve the resolution for annexation.
Thank you, Daniel. Council, may I have any comments or questions?
Stretching out my legs.
Oh, okay, at this time, I'm going to open up the public hearing at 7:15. Madam Clerk, do I have any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Anybody wishing to speak on this item? All right, we're going to close the public hearing at 7:16. Madam Clerk, can you please open the ballot?
City of Paris annexation of a portion of West 10th Street, Maintenance District number 84-1. The ballot is marked yes.
Thank you. Okay, at this time, I'm looking for a motion on the resolution. I have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Rogers, second by Councilman Rabb. Please call the vote.
Councilmember Nava?
Yes.
Councilmember Corona?
Yes.
Councilmember Rabb?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Rogers?
Yes.
Mayor Vargas?
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. 11G is consideration to adopt proposed resolution number next in order regarding annexation of TR 38071-1 to the City Maintenance District. TR 38071-1 is located east of Evans Road, north of Ramona Expressway. And this will be presented by Daniel Louis.
Yes, this project is for TR 38071-1. It's being annexed into the three maintenance districts. Tonight's the public hearing, and if there are no majority protests, we may conduct an election and approve the resolutions.
Thank you, Daniel. Council, do you have any questions, comments? Okay, we're going to open up the public hearing at 7:18. Madam Clerk, do you have any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Anybody in the audience wishing to speak at this time? Hearing or seeing none, we'll close the public hearing at 7:18. And I'll ask the Madam Clerk to open up the three ballots.
City of Paris annexation of TR 38071-1, Maintenance District number 84-1. The ballot is marked yes. City of Paris annexation of TR 38071-1 to benefit zone 185, Landscape Maintenance District number 1. The ballot is marked yes. City of Paris annexation of TR 38071-1 to benefit zone 150, Flood Control Maintenance District number 1. The ballot is marked yes.
Thank you. Okay, at this time, looking for a motion on the three resolutions. I have a motion by Councilman Rabb, second by Councilwoman Nava. Please call the vote.
Councilmember Nava?
Yes.
Councilmember Corona?
Yes.
Councilmember Rabb?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Rogers?
Yes.
Mayor Vargas?
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. 11H, consideration to adopt proposed resolution number next in order regarding annexation of TR 38071-1 to CFD 2001-3. That's the North Paris Public Safety District. And this is going to be introduced or presented by Daniel Louis.
All right, almost there, last one. This one is the annexation to the CFD for the project 38071-1. So tonight's the public hearing, and if there are no majority protests, then we can conduct election and authorize, and pass resolution to authorize the notice of special tax lien on it.
Thank you. Council, anybody have any comments or questions? Okay, at this time, I'm going to open up the public hearing at 7:21. Madam Clerk, do you have any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Anybody wishing to speak at this time on this item? Hearing none or seeing none, we'll close the public hearing at 7:21, and I'll call for a motion on the first resolution. I have a motion by Councilman Rab, second by Mayor Pro Tem Rogers. Please call a vote.
Councilmember Nava?
Yes.
Councilmember Corona?
Yes.
Councilmember Rab?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Rogers?
Yes.
Mayor Vargas?
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, will you now open up the ballot? And the Oscar goes to.
He was sprinting like the Olympics.
Community Facilities District Number 2001-3, North Paris Public Safety of the City of Paris, Annexation Number 65, Special Tax and Appropriations Limit Election. The ballot is marked yes.
Thank you. Okay, I'm now looking for a motion on the second resolution. I have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Rogers, second by Councilman Rab. Please call a vote.
Councilmember Nava?
Yes.
Councilmember Corona?
Yes.
Councilmember Rab?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Rogers?
Yes.
Mayor Vargas?
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. Okay, 11I is consideration to adopt proposed resolution of necessity numbers next in order to acquire a fee simple interest in temporary construction easements for the widening of Orange Avenue relating to the properties with APNs 320-010-001, 320-010-005, 320-010-006, and 320-010-007. And this is going to be introduced by our city attorney, Mr. Robert Koo.
Thank you, Mayor. This item relates to the widening and improvement of Orange Avenue, generally between North Paris Boulevard and Medical Center Drive. This relates to several property owners, essentially two groups, as you'll see on the presentation here. One set of properties owned by Samir Patel and Manisha Patel, and the other one owned by Balu and I believe it's Malti Patel as well. So as council will recall, this item came before the council originally back in January 10th of 2023 and February 14th of 2023. At the time, I believe the representative of the property owners appeared at the council meeting at the public hearing, the same item that was appeared at the time, and wanted to work with the city, and council gave direction to our office and city staff to work with them to essentially negotiate acquisition of the necessary easements and temporary construction easements. And we did negotiate that, and we did come to a proposal and a potential offer, and they accepted. But the issue is that several months have passed, and we have not received signed copies of those agreements. In addition to that, as we understand it, is that Balu and Malti Patel both have been out of the country for much of the past year, and we've been trying to find ways to get them to sign it. That being that as it may, both Samir and Manisha Patel have not signed the agreements as of yet. As of tonight, my understanding is that neither or none of the agreements have been signed. That being said, since where we are now at this stage, we think it would be prudent to proceed forward, given that the improvements on the streets have been kind of stalled pending these two acquisitions. And I will tell you that as of yesterday, we received a communication from Samir Patel, I believe, indicating that his, Balu Malti Patel will be back in the country on September 11th, at which point my understanding is that they will be able to sign the agreements at that time. However, given the time lag, our recommendation is still to proceed to adopt the resolutions of necessity that will authorize our office to continue with the eminent domain process to acquire the necessary easements and temporary construction easement, acquire the necessary property. I will note to council that even though we approve this resolution of necessity, even if we do file the lawsuit to initiate the process, we can still settle with them. So this is really to just allow us to continue to move forward to address any delays so far. So with that, my staff report is complete, and I can entertain any questions from the council.
Anybody have any questions, council? Well, I don't have questions, just a comment, and I support what you're indicating. I mean, have communicated with them before, and then they go away. And here we are again, ready to do something, all of a sudden they pop up again. And so I agree, we need to move forward in the event. Like you said, they can always come forward eventually and sign it before this is over with, but if not, we also have a lot of residents that drive up and down Orange that are constantly sending us emails and notices about the condition of that road, and we're trying to get this project widened and fixed, so appreciate it. All right, that being said, I'm going to open up the public hearing at 7:27. Madam Clerk, do you have any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Anybody wishing to speak at this time in the audience? Hearing and seeing none, I'll close the public hearing at 7:27. I'll call for a motion on the two resolutions. You have a comment?
Yeah, just comment question.
Sure.
So the first question I had, if we could go back. Yeah, property number one, is this supposed to be, with the name, is that supposed to be Patel or is that Mattel? Is that correct or?
I believe it should be Patel. I think that's a typo.
Okay, and then with the comment I just had, which is, I definitely agree with the mayor. We do got to move forward with this. And if they do come, then good. If not, at least we're not behind.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, nobody has anything else? We're going to call for a motion on the two resolutions. I have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Rogers, second by Councilman Rabb. Please call the vote.
Councilmember Nava?
Yes.
Councilmember Corona?
Yes.
Councilmember Rabb?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Rogers?
Yes.
Mayor Vargas?
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. Okay, that concludes our public hearings. Moving on to item 12, business items not requiring a public hearing. 12A is consideration to approve the fiscal year 2024-2025 beginning of the year budget amendments. This will be introduced by our Director of Finance, Mr. Matthew Schenk.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council. Yes, today we are presenting the proposed budget amendments for fiscal year 24-25. A couple items we're going to cover is a breakdown of the revenue and expenses. We'll go into the actual budget amendment requests. And lastly, I have new updated reserve numbers that I'll present. First, this two-year budget was approved June 13th of 2023, so we are now actually in the second year of our two-year budget. We started meeting with the departments in July, shortly after we completed the CIP. We went to Special Ways and Means on July 22nd, and it was their recommendation to move forward with no amendments to the City Council for approval. And lastly, it's important to note that we still will do a mid-year budget amendment in February as we normally do. Just starting off with the breakdown of revenues and expenditures. Let's see if this works this time. Starting from largest to smallest. So where does our revenue come from in the general fund? Largest amount, 39%, comes from sales and use tax. That makes up about $28.6 million. Other taxes is $12.8 million, or 18%. Property tax comes in at 13%, or $9.6 million. Vehicle license fee is $9.1 million, or 13%. Cannabis tax, 7%, or $5.2 million. Transfers in at $4.7 million, or 6%. And lastly, franchise fees comes in at 4%, or $2.8 million. Total general fund budget revenue is $73.1 million. So how does the city spend this money? Again, starting from largest to smallest. As with most cities, largest is police with $25.3 million or 34%. Community services is next at $10.1 million or 14%. Development services is next at $9.5 million or 13%. Public Works, $7.8 million or 11%. Administration comes in at $7.3 million or 10%. Fire comes in at $7 million, just over $7 million or 10%. IT at $2.8 million or 4%. Finance comes in at 2% with $1.4 million, as well does engineering. And similar to the revenue, the total budgeted expenses under the general fund is $73.1 million. On to the actual amendments. I'm going to go more higher level, display some of the more material requests in the next few slides. However, this is a summary. The left column is the already approved budget with revenues of $73 million as well as expenditures of $73 million. You can see with this budget, we had a very tight surplus, just being conservative, of $50,000. The proposed amendments tonight include revenues increase of $1.1 million and expenditures increase of just over $2 million, showing a decrease in the surplus of $916,000 with the $50,000 that shows a decrease in the year for $866,000. However, that may look concerning at first, but if we look at the two-year budget, back in February 13th of 2024, we did budget amendments, mid-year budget amendments, with a revised fiscal year 23-24 budgeted surplus of $1.1 million. With the requests we have today of the negative $916,000, we still have a two-year budgeted surplus of $266,000. Now for the actual requests, I'm not going to, again, list everyone more material. All the details are in the staff report. Feel free to ask any questions if you have. First, for the revenues, we have $1.1 million increase in in-house engineering. And then onto the expenditures. Development services has a total request of $206,820. $60,000 of that is an increase in books, dues, and subscriptions. $40,000 increase in software acquisition. $55,000 increase in contract services. Community services has a total increase of $40,000. $15,000 increase to city fireworks. $10,000 increase in Paris Fair Day. Public Works has a total increase request of $260,000. $100,000 of that is increase in field equipment. $50,000 increase in auto parts and supplies, and $100,000 increase in fuel. IT, total request of $40,600. $15,000 of that is for an increase in software acquisition. $10,000 increase in Spectrum Channel 3, and $7,000 increase in digital media hardware. Next, we have administration. Total requests of $253,000. That's made up mostly of $50,000 increase in professional services, $125,000 increase in election services, and $22,800 increase in software acquisition. And finance has quite a large request of $4,500 for additional professional development and special department expense. Next, engineering is now on their second year of in-house engineering. They are requesting a total increase of $486,000, mostly made by $197,000 in contract services, $200,000 increase in software acquisition, $69,000 increase in contract staffing. The contract services and contract staffing will mostly be covered by the positions that are not filled that are currently budgeted. As far as new positions we're proposing tonight, engineering, we are requesting to add an associate engineer. Total burden cost of that is just over $95,000. Planning, we are reclassing the admin tech 3 to management assistance, which has a burden of $7,400. Reclass an Admin Tech 1 to Development Services Assistant, has no cost to the city. Administrative Technician 1, this is an additional position. This is $86,000. And also an additional position of Project Manager, total burden rate of $204,000. This is assuming these employees were hired or working for the city as of July 1st, which we've already passed. So the actual burden on the city when these positions come on will not be as high. And lastly, Community Services, we have 13 temps to be hired as part-time program aides hired by the city. And these savings will, it'll be as net zero effect as we are currently paying for the contract staffing. Lastly, we have reserves. 21-22, you can see our total reserves of $58,353. Last week, I'm happy I got confirmation that for 22-23, the reserves have increased up to $71.1 million. Back when I was giving this presentation in February, we were projecting $70.9 million. So from there to now, it was only a $200,000 difference from what we were projecting. I got to give some kudos to my staff as for a $71 million, it's about a $71 million budget to be within $200,000 is pretty good. And we're projecting again for fiscal year 23-24, which we just ended June 30, to increase those reserves up to $73.4 million. Finance is currently on a very aggressive schedule to present the 23-24 audit by January of this coming January. And that concludes my presentation. I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have, as well as the department directors.
Thank you, Matthew. Great presentation. Does anybody have any questions, comments? Mayor Pro Tem?
To have an unassigned reserves of $39.8 million is phenomenal. We have maintained that reserve policy for many, many years in our city. We've been able to withstand recessions and economic downturns because of our reserve policy. And to have such a healthy reserves that's unassigned is an accomplishment to the finance department and the leadership of this council as well as our city manager. So congratulations to all involved. That's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? That's it for the queue. I just want to, I echo what Mayor Pro Tem said, of course. It's phenomenal to have an unassigned of $40 million. But it just behooves me, I have to always say, our vehicle license fees is now up to $9.2 million, and
That's correct.
that backs up the story as to why we have so many car washes in our city that do well. Not one car wash has ever failed. And I know we get a lot of comments and not always positive by our community members is we have so many car washes, but that stands to why we have so many car washes. There is a lot of vehicles registered in our city, and I think the last time we checked, Mr. Deputy City Attorney, it was 560,000 vehicles, but that was back when the fees were, I want to say, 6 million, somewhere in that name. So maybe we do another check with DMV and
We'll
see how many
provide you
cars,
with an
because
update,
it's just
yes.
phenomenal. I mean, it's incredible, and we're still getting more gas stations opening up with car washes, and I drive around and all these car washes are busy. So anyway, great presentation. We are in fiscally solvent. I mean, you guys are doing a phenomenal job with, from all our different leaders, from our perspectives, and of course, the top dog, Madam City Manager Clara Maria Morantes. Okay. Public comment. Madam Clerk, do you have any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Anybody in the audience wishing to speak on this? Okay, at this time, I'll call for a motion. I have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Rogers, second by Councilwoman Nava. Please call the vote.
Councilmember Nava?
Yes.
Councilmember Corona?
Yes.
Councilmember Rab,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Rogers,
Yes.
Mayor Vargas.
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. All right, come to the end here. Item 13 is council communication. We'll start off with Councilman Corona.
Thank you, Mayor. I know the last time we met, it's been a while, so I'm not gonna go talk about every little thing, but just kind of a couple things that stand out since the last time we met. With the 4th of July show on actually July 3rd, it was a phenomenal event. I mean, for those that attended, I think it was our biggest event we've ever had in the city of Paris. Just cars lined out where they shouldn't have been, but they were all enjoying the show, and it was a peaceful day as the sheriff could attest. But with the fireworks show and the drone show, especially us being the first city to ever have a drone show in Western Riverside County, and people were just in shock. You just see the little kids' faces, and their eyes were just wide open and stuff like that. It was just a great event, and with those that were involved with the Public Works and the Community Services Department, just a phenomenal job on the whole organization. I know we weren't anticipating that many people, but I think you already know what needs to happen for next year, more restrooms and stuff like that. So just a great event too. Another event that stood out was unveiling right here at this corner for the Cesar Chavez statue. It was just a great thing. I've already seen people just sometimes I drive by and I see people there taking pictures with it and stuff like that. So, but I do want to remind the residents of Paris, it cost the taxpayers $0 because it was all funded by the Industrial Arts DIF. So, and then I know I took a couple trips on behalf of the city of Paris. I attended with some of our staff in Seattle Parks and Rec event where we got lots of good ideas, specifically with trails and to see what other cities are doing. And then and the last thing I want to just wish everybody a happy and safe back to school because I know some schools are starting soon. I know the kids are excited. I know the teachers are excited too. But just start getting your kids adjusted to new sleep schedule. But I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Nava?
Thank you, Mayor. Councilmember Corona pretty much covered all the points I needed to. So just a reminder to stay hydrated, stay cool, and that's all I have for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Reb?
Yes, I'd just like to start off by commending Public Works for all the work you've been doing in planting all of the trees. I went for a walk around Paragon Park, and I know those trees were planted a little over a year ago, but they're really starting to mature, and it's really added beauty to that park. And just going down Paris Boulevard, seeing the trees that were planted, just catty corner here, it's really increasing the tree cover and enabling people to walk under shade. I'd also like to direct staff, if we can, maybe get a presentation. I know the Supreme Court recently issued the grants pass decision saying that cities could regulate homelessness. And I'd just like to explore that idea, particularly at the library. It seems like it started off with 1 or 2 individuals who appear to be homeless. Now it's multiplied where you have basically a stream of people. A lot of times I'll walk and I'll cut across that when I'm walking. I live in downtown, I'll walk that area, but I don't do that anymore because it just looks sketchy. With kids going back to school, I know the library's going to be closed for a period of time. We're not trying to criminalize anybody, but a lot of times it's just a lot of people milling about. And it presents a danger for the elderly, children, even grown people who are going and visiting the library. So it's something we can look into, maybe clearing the encampments, giving people a helping hand, but a lot of people just don't want to help themselves. They just rather be on drugs and doing all sorts of other things rather than helping themselves and improving their quality of life. So with that recent decision, we want to get on the ball looking what we need to do because we don't want other cities to rush, clear their encampments, and then Paris becomes a breeding ground for individuals throughout the state and the county. Also like to I had the opportunity to attend the Riverside Conservation Authority meeting. I'm one of the directors on that board representing the city of Paris. We continue to acquire new properties for the different species that are protected throughout Riverside County to ensure that those species continue to thrive. One other thing I'd like to direct maybe the Parks and Works Committee to look into. When I was at Paragon Park, there's the sidewalk along Redlands, and it's this weird configuration where you go a little bit and then the sidewalk goes out and it goes a little bit. Maybe if we have the funds or we can explore that, maybe making a parallel running dirt path. I know a lot of people use that path for biking and parking. I know Spectacular Bid the sidewalk is right up against the curb. It's not as bad there because the traffic's not as crazy. But along Redlands, I know a lot of the traffic is coming head-on, maybe moving it another running path to the side so people with strollers, people going for walks aren't right up against the area and that. And maybe there's something that you guys are.
I think we're actually working on that. Yeah.
Oh, great. So a lot of times the committees are working on things that aren't brought to the full attention of the council. But otherwise, just hope everyone has a happy back to school. If it was up to me, school would start the day after Labor Day, but they have these poor kids starting in the middle of August now. So we'll have a happy back to school and stay safe and hydrated.
Thank you. Mayor Pro Tem?
In light of the kids getting ready to go back to school, I have noticed that in the last month or so, there seems to have been acceleration of automobile accidents in our city. So I just would want to caution everyone to just take your time, slow down. There's nothing you can't get to if you just drive safely, stop at the stop signs. I know some of the neighbors that we've talked to recently have said people are running stop signs in the smaller communities and things like that. So remember, children are going to be in those crosswalks, and you want to make sure that they come home safely to you each and every evening. So I've really been concerned with the number of accidents that have occurred lately in our city, and just encourage everyone to be a little bit more safer as the kids get ready to go back to school. And thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, we did have a lot of stuff since the last meeting, so I'm just going to highlight a few things as well that I think is important. We attended the groundbreaking for the Riverside University Health System for a wellness village that they're going to be opening up here in Harville and Placencia. That's going to really benefit the region. The Paris Sheriff Station Volunteer Dinner, Councilman Corona and I were there. It's always an honor to honor our volunteers that offer services for the police. Without them, their work means the deputy's going to have to be standing, blocking the street or whatever the duty may be. By having our volunteers frees up a sworn officer to go over there and do his duty work that he really needs to be at, his or her, excuse me. Backpack giveaways, Victory Outreach had one earlier this month, last month, I forget when. Also went to the Riverside County Sheriff's Annual Awards Dinner with some staff. It's always a pleasure to visit our younger elderly folks. I got to visit a 91st birthday visit for Florence Merrick, a longtime resident of Paris. 4th of July, the only one I want to talk about 4th of July was, I think the final numbers we got on some software that get an idea how many were there was over 10,000 residents were at that event. So that's phenomenal, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. We're going to have to, I don't know, we're growing out of it. Yeah. Another big successful backpack giveaway was through the Inland Empire Lowrider Alliance. That is a group that it's an umbrella of several car clubs together with our our Youth Advisory Committee helped sponsor them. We gathered nearly 1,200 backpacks with supplies included inside of them. Also, we had clothing from Forever 21, brand new clothing in boxes that it's always donated. The contact for that is Bordando Nuestras Races. That is a nonprofit that has a connection with Forever 21. They're always securing clothing for our community. The backpack sponsors were from DECA, an industrial partner in the city, Howard Industrial Partners, and Lewis Management Group. So kudos to all our community business partners for helping us get that backpack or giveaway a success. In reference to the encampments that you're bringing up, or the Councilman Rabb, it's already told staff to put it on our public safety agenda regarding an ordinance as well. But we meet every 2 months. I think we just met, so our next meeting is September.
September 6th, I believe.
Too long. Where's our chief? He's back there. Chief, we need to focus, please, on the library. I just had some complaints over the weekend. I had a lot of phone messages, and the area is getting bad over there. The gazebo, next to the gazebo is that open, redundant area there. They're just hanging out there. I get it if they're not violating or doing any crimes, but we need to start looking into it and see what we can do. And then maybe staff, who does that fall under, the library? Public Works?
For maintenance or?
No, for addressing issues with, like, security.
Well, they have their private security through the
No, but
county.
we run, it's our building.
Yes.
Which staff member oversees that?
Public Works, Brian Hill.
Okay, so we need to address how their security issues there. I mean, they have a security guard that I don't know what he's doing, but he's definitely he's texting. I saw someone texting over here. You know, that's our eyes and ears for our police if there's a problem going on. It is our facility and we are responsible, and this is our community members, so we need to start addressing security issues there. If the problems are outside, the person's always indoors in air conditioning. I get it, it's hot, but I don't know what the protocol is, but outside the property where people park and walk into and these could be kids as well as adults, we need to really start focusing on that. So you can follow up on that, please. Okay, that takes us to item 14, our city manager's report.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening. The groundbreaking ceremony for the Green Valley Park is scheduled for next Thursday evening on August 8th at 5:30 p.m. The community is invited and welcome to attend. There will be light refreshments and food will be provided. The park site is located on Green Valley Parkway, west of Murrieta Road. That concludes my report. Thank you.
Yay, finally. I don't mean the end of your report, but the Green Valley Park. Okay, it's that time, adjournment time, and unfortunately, we do have a couple of memories. We'd like to adjourn our memory of a dear friend and longtime resident of Paris, Dr. Kingsley Meffers, who passed away on May 29th, 2024, and in memory of Ms. Lena McFarlane, who passed away on her 102nd birthday on June 9th, 2024. Our sincere condolences to their families, and our thoughts and prayers are with everyone as well. So, with that, good night, everyone. We are adjourned at 7:52.